VALDUS is back! Greetings and welcome to SmartWatchTix.com. These guys are doing some great designs on their boxes, and inside this one is a ruggedized smartwatch, the VL10, a follow-up to the AMOLED watch we just saw recently. That was their VA10. Not to mention the Android watches they showed us that look like Apple watches. This company's great. Inside, you've got a little envelope with some treats in it, which I'm going to show you once I let you know you can pick this up directly from their website. The VALDUS website has the VL10 for about $58 or so in either orange or blue. The blue one's here in the box, or you can pop over to AliExpress if you'd like. If you got an account set up there, the VALDUS official store is offering it for under $50. And look in the show notes, I may have a coupon to take it even lower. This is a fun watch. It's got a lot going for it. There's a 420 milliamp hour battery, so you've got really long life on this, IP68, and a built-in compass in it. In terms of their specs, here they all are. They're highlighting some of the things like Bluetooth calling, dual mode, instant dial-up. It really works well. The battery and the waterproofing. You've got all these different features for heart rate, blood pressure, pedometer, sleep monitoring, and so forth. Message notifications. You've got 8 different dials plus one you can install from the app, which is the FitCloud Pro. We've reviewed that quite a bit. You're looking at 360 by 360, 1.52 inch screen on this one. Gorilla Glass, and the supported languages are shown here on the bottom. When we take this little envelope that they send us, you don't see this with everybody. In fact, I don't think you see it with anybody but these guys. You open it up, you've got a couple of screen protectors, and it's upside down, but it looks kind of cool like that. It looks like a fish kind of swimming. But up this way, it's the VALDUS logo, and you've got 2 of these that you can put wherever you'd like. Try it on your mirror in your bathroom. That could be fun. A warranty card for a year. It gives you their basic information. And then the overall manual. We'll give you a quick look at that in a minute. When you pull it out, you've got a little cover over the screen, which if we can get the fingernails underneath there, we'll remove that. And an excellent watch design. Dual integrated colors on the bezel. You've got labeling and you've got etching in here. A nice smooth round exterior, 2 buttons here. This says what? N-E-S-W? NES? Sounds like a compass thing to me, doesn't it? North, south, east, west. Okay, removable bands, charging port. Yep, you want to make sure you get the plastic off everywhere. They put film on to protect everything. The charger is inside the box, a little bit deeper. And guess what? We've got another fun little waterproof VALDUS bag that comes with it. All this is coming as part of the whole package. You have the other bands, bright orange bands. That looks really amazing on the watch with the orange highlights, and it works really well here with the blue too. And you've got the charger. This is a sturdy bag and waterproof. So seriously, outdoor rugged watch. If you're going to be doing stuff and you don't want to carry it in the rain, you can throw it in here and just tie it up and you've got your watch protected, or anything else. 2-pin connector attaches. How strong is it? Oh, almost holds the watch. Okay, that's how you charge it. USB connector on the other end. And then the last thing before we dive into it is the manual, which is a little awkward to show you because it folds out vertically. I'm just going to highlight it so you can freeze frame it if you'd like. Don't know if this one's available in PDF or not. Sometimes they are. Okay, here's a couple of more pages to the manual. You got the QR code. But again, we recommend you use the link in the show notes or just type the app name into your Play Store, your app on your phone, to download it and install it, because that way it's gone through the Google system, and of course iOS with Apple as well. I think we're in different languages now, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, it's got the nice little manual in there, just basically gets you started. So I'm going to charge it up and turn it on for you. A long press on the power button should activate it. Give it a moment, and waiting for it. There it is, a vibration, and the VALDUS logo is coming in. We're getting a little bit of that flicker like we did before. Somehow the beat frequency of the screen and the camera are really close, and that's why you see a little flickering. It's not that way on the watch at all. Swipe down, you got our circle with a lot of different controls, your overall brightness, and it's on its lowest level right now, so it can get super bright for outdoors. We'll run it at a level 2 for today. Your system settings, and find your phone. It succeeded, and the phone's ringing over there, so we are connected. That's awesome. Information tells you it's the VL10. We've got different menu styles. We're using the text style, but you got bubble menus and other things. Do not disturb, and your power savings with the time and your battery level are in here. We got kind of a quick timeout on this. We'll see if we can change that. Come over this way. You've got your step count for the day. Calories burned, distance traveled, showing you your steps and when you took them. I just put this on about noon to give it a try for a little bit, just to show you some data on here. It goes back to the top. You got each of your days count on here as well, so in an average, so you can accumulate that over time. Here's your basic heart rate. It's going to give you a reading from the back, your high and your low, and it'll show you the zones you're in and your 24-hour heart rate. And I was doing some activity that got me up to about 100. That was pretty cool. Here's last night's sleep time broken down in deep and light, and your 7-day sleep averages on here as well. Weather in your area, just showing you basically the current conditions. And then you can add to this or change the order of the ones that are there. There's the music player and workouts. We can add the music player here, and then we can test out the music. So I've got some music queued up on the phone. Tap the play, and there you go. Nice and loud. Where is our speaker on this one? It's up here behind the band. So when you put it on your arm, it reflects it back a bit, makes it nice and loud. Of course, you can change the volume levels on it as well. I think I've got it up pretty much all the way. And change tracks if you want. Pause and play. So good and loud speaker, not just for music, but for phone calls too. And again, we could go over here now, and we could add the workouts if we want to. And now you see all the different workouts. We got walking and running and hiking and cycling. Those have distance to them, so they can tie to the phone, and I think you can get a track on the phone. There's no GPS directly in here. Just a few of them listed to get you started. Back to the watch faces, we've got quite a few. This is a really nice digital one. I like that one. Here's another one that's in orange with some moving gears on it. Got both digital and analog displayed on that one. Press and hold. We can go over to another one. There's a tiger, it looks like. Here's another interesting analog one. Another one with gears. These aren't moving, but the hands are, showing you your power level and step count for the day. We've got this one. This is a one that they show a lot in the advertisements, and so we'll just leave it on that one. Come up here, you got any messages sent from your phone. Swiping to the right is the pull-out tab with time and date, your most recent apps. You can activate a phone call right there if you want to, and your current weather conditions. Pressing the back button down here gets us into all of our apps. You got calling, contacts, records, and voice assistant, all tied in with the Bluetooth. You've got data, workouts. These are the ones we just looked at. If you have any records of workouts, they'll show up here. Basic heart rate, sleep time, blood pressure. Now, we didn't show you that in one of the cards we went by, but it can do your systolic and diastolic blood pressure and blood oxygen. The reason I always turn it around is to show you what color diode. Blood oxygen done with the red diode tends to be more accurate. You see, I don't have any basic readings on here, but it would show you high and low and your current reading. There's your messages and weather. Ladies, you got your female cycle information. When you set that up in the app, tell you where you're at. We already looked at music player. There's basic breath training for inhaling and exhaling to relax. You got a stopwatch, and we test this one out to see if you can leave it and if it'll be running or staying when it comes back. It'll stay where it was, but it won't run in the background. You literally have to exit it and start it over again. Countdown timers are in here you can choose from. The collection code now, this is for all these different activities, payment types and whatnot. That's basically in China. Business cards with NFC, you can put these things in here and transfer your social media information to people with your phone. You got a little calendar that shows you the month and the day. Then there's your find the phone, camera for remote picture. Here's the compass. This is fun. We have to do a little calibration by twirling the watch around. Usually you do that the first time or two, and then it'll land right where you want it. I'm sitting due north, so it's a pretty responsive and accurate one. You see how it's twirling around to guide north to the bottom direction each time. Really nice compass. Of course, it gets crazy when you go vertical, but when you're horizontal, it works really well. And then your overall settings. This is where we've got the menu style we already saw. Your overall display, where you can do your watch face changes. And there's a couple of more we haven't showed you. I guess that's it. Now we're back to that one again. Okay. Then you've got, we can also get to settings from here, same place. In the display, your brightness, your overall screen time from as low as 5 seconds up to 30. That's why it was timing out on me really quickly. And of course, you can activate not only the raise to wake capability, but you can set how long it will stay awake before it times out on you. And that's in that section. Then you got your overall battery, shows you the current level, and you can go into battery savings mode if you want to. Your vibration or no vibration, and in your overall intensity. The languages in the watch, we're in English, of course. There's Chinese and then some English ones or European languages in here. Some others as well. Pretty good selection. The QR code for pairing to the app. You can password protect the watch because it does have the ability to do finances. You want to make sure you could lock the watch if you wanted to. And then your system info, shutdown, reset are all in here as well. And that's pretty much the watch itself. No buttons over here. This one takes you in and out of the apps, and this one just turns the watch off or back on again. Now the app. Now, just like the VA10, the VL10 ties to the FitCloud Pro app. So you download that to your phone, you install it, and then you open it, you set up an account, and you pair it to the watch, which is what we've already done. On the home screen, you have your step count information. There's what we saw on the watch. There's the steps per hour, and a breakdown of the information is right here. And watch how fun it is, how it plays with the graphics and slides them at different speeds. That's cool in this app. Then you get into last night's sleep time. It's broken into these little segments here. It's showing you the shades of gray, and it shows you the time that you're in those zones for the total deep, light, and awake time. And you got today, this week, this month, and so forth. Heart rate is here. You can start it, take an instantaneous heart rate. Here, you'll get your continuous heart rate from midnight to where you are right now. And in the previous days, of course, you'll get the summary of the whole day. We have a couple of days worth of data on there. Okay, that's heart rate. Then similar type of thing, but we don't have continuous for these. Here's blood pressure. You can go in. Actually, no, we do on this one get continuous blood pressure and blood oxygen. Here's the blood pressure reading. Now, this is where I wasn't wearing the watch. It's just humming along. And then I put the watch on to prepare for the review and whatnot. And the last few hours, we have data there. This data is from nothing, okay? But since I use this app, this is the VA10 data from before that when I was getting ready and reviewing that particular watch. So you get the watches paired here and the data transferred to the app. It'll maintain that data even if you change watches, which is another nice feature. Then blood oxygen is here. You can start it remotely, and you can check blood oxygen for the day. It hasn't done much here. There's the day before. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. It had to update itself. There's the blood oxygen between 95 and 100. I don't know why it goes up to 110, because you can't have higher than 100% oxygen saturation. But that's something they got to fix eventually. And that was everything here. Health measurement lets you take all of these measurements at once. The devices, we've looked at all of this stuff. But basically, you've got the business card stuff, drink reminders, your dials, weather reports, twist the wrist to see the time. You can put in your elevated heart rate measurements and enable with a time frame your automatic heart monitoring if you want to, and so forth, 12, 24 hours and all of that. And then women's health, this is where you can set up with your calendar to track your cycle information, set your metrics or imperial units if you want to, tie it to Google Fit and so forth. And this is where you can start an activity and take it with your phone and get the GPS tracking along with your workout. Okay, and that's in the top corner of this app. So once again, this is a ruggedized smartwatch. That's its feature. Although I think it's a very attractive dress watch band as well. It comes with a blue or orange. You can get it directly from the VALDUS store, or you can pick it up through their online official store on AliExpress. It's available there too. You're looking at $50, under that perhaps with a coupon discount. So head on down to the links and check it out. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again soon.